That's the way. That's the way. Hey, Janet be jamming. I don't care what nobody say. I'm gonna take it back. I took it back to like 1990 something. But anyway, on that note, we're going to say, welcome to G Vibes. It's your girl G9 in the building. We got my girls in the building. They my girls today. Y'all my girls today? Tomorrow, the next day? Okay, we rolling.
We family now.
Okay, so we got my girl, What a Pickle, Shontay. Say your name, say your Instagram.
Shontay, What a Pickle. WUT_A_pickle. What a pickle.
And we got Jazzy in the building. Say your name, say your Instagram.
What's good? Jazzy Harvey here, chef, model, owner of Anjahles. You can find me on Instagram. That's at Anjahles, ANJAHLES.
Oh, they are so dope. They're so sweet. You guys are so nice. Let me tell you something. When I have people come up, I never have like two guests with different businesses. So this is our first time. So y'all first for everything.
Okay.
First like time. We gonna get through it, y'all. Okay, so I want to say this. We're going to start with Shontay. How has it been for your business? Because we're talking about businesses, entrepreneurship today, you guys. You know I do my episodes on that. So I just want to go right in. How has it been for you for What a Pickle, the business? I like your shirt. Your shirt is dope.
Thank you.
That's cute.
Thank you. It's our logo, the What a Pickles. You know, we got different flavors, different colors and all that.
That's what I'm saying. Okay, so I've never been a pickle girl.
You don't have to be. Once you become a What a Pickle girl, then you own.
Slogan! Okay! But I'm telling you, my mom used to say, like, oh, if you get pregnant, you're going to be a pickle girl. But no kids. So what I'm saying is I've only tasted one kind of pickle. You have a couple of colors and...
Oh, yeah. We have over 20 flavors, and we come up with new flavors every month. So we have a flavor of the month. Like this month is caramel apple. It tastes like a caramel apple sucker, caramel apple candy. Yeah, bomb.
Pickle.
So
everything is pickle made.
Everything is pickle made.
And you make it in a sandwich. You can make it.
We have sliders where you can put the flavored pickle on top, or you can get, the jars, the packages of pickles, everything.
Okay, guys, she brought me some pickles. This say tropical punch. I'm ready to dip, baby, dip.
Yeah, that tropical punch is the most popular flavor.
You brought me the most popular flavor.
I did.
Oh, that's popping. I gotta see what it be like on the tree. Like, okay, so I want to ask you this one thing for entrepreneurship and how long you been going on with What a Pickle.
This is our 4th year.
And did the pandemic kind of give you guys like a setback or a major comeback?
A comeback.
Oh yeah.
A step up. Yeah. So we opened up our first brick and mortar during the pandemic.
Okay.
And we opened up a food truck during the pandemic.
Oh, you got a food truck too?
Yes, we do.
The game.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
you can pull up to all the parties.
Whether a pandemic or not, if you got faith, you can do it.
Yes, I believe in that. Yes. Believe in yourself. You got this. Mm-hmm. Okay, so Jazzy, for you, how has it been for you and your business and let them know what you do. What is your business, and let us know how it felt when the pandemic happened and what happened with your business.
Alright, word. So Anjahles is a LA Jamaican fusion pop-up restaurant. We have the best jerk in LA. I'm gonna put it out there.
Okay.
We serve vegans and non-vegans alike. I guess I don't really have anything to compare it to because Anjahles started during the pandemic.
Okay. Oh.
Yeah. It started during the pandemic. And from then I started off doing $10 plates at the park. Soon after, I got a kitchen, and now I'm doing 600 guest catering gigs. So it's been growing. It's been great. The pandemic has blessed me for sure.
Oh, that's good to see that you guys have elevated.
Yeah.
You know, some people get nervous and be at a standstill, don't know what to do. Mm-hmm. You just got to take off. So I'm proud of you guys. That's
you
dope.
Gotta think outside the box. Just like you said, the catering, the doing it, different things.
So what is something you had to change for the pandemic? Just the food truck, or was the food truck already, was the pickle truck already there and all that?
We did have the food truck where we were going out doing pop-up events, but that did slow down. So our online sales, went up during the pandemic because, a lot of people were staying at home. But no, we just pushed through.
Oh, I'm proud of y'all. Hey, get them some claps right there for the pandemic. How y'all feel about coronavirus anyway? How do y'all feel about that? Are y'all like germaphobe? Like I'm not like that. I'm like different?
I wasn't like that. I haven't been like that. I did get nervous at one time when it was like watching the news. It kind of like scared me, so I just stopped watching it. I'm like, I just got to be safe, and just do the best that I can do through it all.
Do you feel like people were nervous to like buy pickles and buy things? Like now it's like
no. I think with the food, people were still.
And to it with they're like, well, let me get it from y'all. I'm not going nowhere. I'm gonna go ahead and go get it.
Yeah, definitely. The food, it was.
Do you guys feel like with your businesses that black-owned businesses have been progressing since this?
Yeah, definitely.
Because I see it more than anything now that a lot of our businesses have been elevated since the pandemic, and we've been putting ourselves out there more.
Yeah,
and
I think a lot of people they started during the pandemic. It was like, okay, maybe they was off of work and they had the time to do it, so they just really stepped out and did it. And it's probably something a passion that they had before and didn't have the time, but then it's like, okay, well, I'm about to start. So I've seen a lot of new businesses, and it's like, it's just so good to see all these new businesses start, and black businesses, and they, doing good. I love it.
I love it too. How do you feel about it, Jazzy?
I feel about the coronavirus or the black businesses?
The coronavirus and then the black businesses.
Coronavirus, I sent out my prayers to all the families that have lost people from coronavirus, because a lot of people have, and I know people who have been personally affected by that.
Yes.
For me, during this whole time, I just kind of try to stay away from the news, because it can get kind of scary sometimes, and inform myself through like direct news, like the CDC and that sort of stuff. Keep myself safe, practice social distancing. In my kitchen, we gloved up, masked up, all the time. Got my hand sanitizer on.
Yes. Lysol everything down. Now this is my thing about coronavirus. When you see people, when you driving in the car, nobody in the car, and they got their mask on, I be like, well, where? Who in there?
I think they forget it, because if I'm
I hope they be forgetting. If I'm in there by myself, I am not gonna have on the mask. I don't care if my kids in there. Like, no, I'm not.
Let me tell you, I work at the hospital, and as soon as I go outside, I'll be like,
off. Yes,
because 8 hours. And that's what I always tell people. You guys got like 2 hours. Just imagine 8, and sometimes I do 16 hours with a mask on.
Oh my god!
And just think of 1 hour break, 2 hour breaks. One in the first 8 hours, one in the tired. I don't want to see it no more. I don't want to feel it.
I mean, all day when our stores open, we have to have it on.
Yeah.
Cooking in the kitchen. You can't take it off.
Yeah, and then people will look at you crazy like,
Oh yeah, you know when you forgot your mask. If you walking in a store, and everybody looking at you like, why are you looking at me? I'm like, oh shoot, yeah, I ain't got it on.
Yes. Oh, let me tell you, one time, just a few days ago in Target, a lady told me to step back. You're not 6 feet away from me. So, the first reaction to me is like, okay, let me give her a space. But the way she did it was like, I really wasn't that close to her.
Right.
And I know the rules to everything because I work at the hospital every day. So I know what it is. Like, I know coronavirus. I've been in the room with people that have virus. I've seen them pass away. I understand it. But a lot of people don't even know, just even by social distancing don't mean you're not going to get it. But I was not that close to her. I'm telling you, I was not that close. But she felt some way. And she was like, you need to back up like that. And I said, okay, now, you know what? I'm going to leave you. I'm just going to leave you. If you feel some way that bad
she probably had
about
a bad day.
That, if you feel some way about my 6 feet, you should do curbside. What is it? Curbside?
Oh, yeah.
Curbside. I said, you a curbside person. You need to do curbside because you got anxiety, girl. If you got anxiety, you need to do curbside. She said, I don't need to do. I said, oh, she trying to be ghetto and Target. She's another race girl. I was like, oh, she trying to get me on Facebook, Instagram, and all that.
Yeah.
Okay.
She's trying to make you go viral.
We're not doing that. Okay. Okay, go ahead. Go to the next person. But anyway, we're going to go to another song. And then when we come back, we're going to talk to What a Pickle about how she began and how it's going and everything. Let's do... Okay, you got it?
Yep, I'm good.
Hey, welcome to G-Vibes. It's your girl, G9. We got What a Pickle in the building. We got Miss Jazzy in the building.
What's up?
Okay, Shontay. I got some questions for you. You ready?
Questions?
Okay, y'all. So, Shontay.
Yes.
I know you started 4 years ago. Not that music. Everybody gets nervous on that music.
Don't make me nervous.
Don't make them nervous. Like, what? 1, 2, 3. I know you started 4 years ago.
Yes.
But how did you get started? What made you? I know you gotta love pickles to even get started. What happened? How did that go?
Love pickles.
You love pickles?
I have been eating pickles since I can remember. I'm talking about like elementary. In my lunch, I needed pickles.
Aw.
Going to the store across the street from my middle school, getting pickles and Kool-Aid, putting now laters, Jolly Ranchers, peppermint sticks down my pickle.
Oh, okay. So you know.
Hey, I love pickles.
That's
so
crazy.
To have a business and to see other people that love pickles as much as I do, because I didn't know until I started it.
What made you want to start?
Brainstorming.
Oh.
Brainstorming. I always wanted to have some type of business. I used to go to Taste of Soul every year. I'm like, I'm gonna be out here one day. I just didn't know what it was gonna be. And then just talking, me and my husband talking, and we came up with What a Pickle. And since that day, we've been going forward.
That's crazy. So how did you come up with all the different colors and what you could do with it and all of that? Like, how did you get there?
Well, honestly, the way we used to eat pickles, we used to pour the Kool-Aid on there.
Yes.
So I had at that time, my daughter is 5 now. At that time, she was 9 months.
Mm-hmm.
I was eating a pickle that I had poured Kool-Aid on, and she kept begging for it. And I'm like, no, let me put it up. So I set it in the refrigerator and let it marinate. I said, oh, shoot.
It tastes bomb.
It's good.
Okay.
Right? So we literally came up with the name. I got somebody to draw me up a logo. Our first big event was Taste of Soul. And
you got there. That's what I'm talking about.
The first big event was Taste of Soul. So I had to prepare for, I had no idea what to prepare for, because it's thousands of people out there.
Yes.
So like, I was nervous, I was anxious, I was scared, everything, but I made it happen. I'm kind of organized, so I kind of knew, like, I had a list. Okay, I got my logo.
When your birthday?
May 5th.
Yes, very organized. Go ahead.
So yeah, we got everything, the logo done, banners done, tent.
Oh, y'all went full-fledged.
I had, you would think that I had did many events before that first one.
Yeah.
I was ready.
Oh yeah, you was ready.
Yeah.
It's so crazy when you get that thought in your head and you like, okay, I'm gonna do it, and then when you do it, you gotta go full-fledged. You don't be caring if it's 2 or 3 people that pull up to your stand. You just want to be a representation of yourself.
Exactly, and that's what it was.
I like that. That was really dope. Okay, so how do you balance, like, you have a business with your husband because he's doing the business with you. How do you balance the husband, being a mom, all of that, and being a businesswoman? How do you balance it?
It's hard. Well, it was harder because at first, honestly, it was like, husband who?
Okay.
Down.
Gonna say that. But yeah.
This is What a Pickle right now.
Right.
So, it did come a point where it was like, that was kind of like overwhelming, because I had to be the one preparing the pickles. I had to be the one doing the invoices. I had to be the one fulfilling the online orders. Then I had to be a mom. Then I had to be, so it was a lot. But now it comes easy. So, and I'm the type of person where I just have to do everything myself.
Yeah, so
I don't like to ask for help. I don't want, so I'm like, yeah, I got it. So now I'm like, okay, I do need some help. And so, so I had to really like get out of that realm of things of not wanting help, not asking for help, and trying to do everything by myself.
Yeah, doing everything by yourself can make you have more anxiety. Did you have any challenges during that time of doing everything by yourself?
No. I mean, because my thing is, once I put my mind to it, I'm going to do it. Right. I don't care what coming my way. Like, I'm going to do whatever I put my mind to, like, literally. So it's like, I don't even think about what I can't do or how I can't do it or how I'm not going to succeed. I'm going to go for it and get it done.
I feel you. So what about that Taste of Soul day, the day of?
Now, yeah.
Was you nervous?
I was nervous. I probably, you know how like when you get married, bridezilla. I probably was Picklezilla.
Oh, what a pickle!
Yeah, I had. So, because, I mean, you know, I had a vision, so I wanted everything done exactly how I wanted it done.
Yeah.
And not everybody has that same vision. Not everybody knows exactly. And then I had to, like, really, like, okay, they don't know. Or, you know, even though I see it should be done like this, maybe they don't think it, you know, the help that I had there. But shout out to my friends. Y'all was there. I called them. I'm like, I need y'all.
We give them some claps. Let's give them some claps, y'all. Because there's nothing like family and friends coming together to help you out.
Yeah.
When other people help you, it's so weird because I feel like when other people see your vision, like that don't know you, and then your friends, it's like an overwhelming experience. Yeah. I love it. I like to feel good that I'm doing what I love, and you like it too.
Oh, yeah, definitely. For sure.
So was it a time when you was like, okay, I can't do this?
Definitely.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. It was
you had that time?
Oh, yeah, I had that time.
I think with every business comes that time.
For sure. For sure. But, and it's crazy because well, for my moments where I had that, and it's not just one time that I had that where I was like, you know what, maybe this is not for me, or maybe I should just go back to work or something like that. I'll get a call with a big order, or I'll get a call with some inspirational words that I needed at that moment to just keep me pushing.
Yeah.
And they didn't even know, you know, that they were calling me or texting me at that time. And it's like, okay, you know, like, okay, this is for me. And what's for me, I know for sure is for me. And what a pickle
is for you.
It's for me.
Okay. What are some affirmations you say to yourself when you working and stuff like that? When it gets to that time when you don't feel like doing it, when you feel like this is not, what are some things you say to yourself to keep you going?
Pretty much that I can do it. Like, all things are possible. And I know for sure that God gives me the strength to keep forward and keep pushing to do what I need to do.
Oh, I love that. One more thing. My last question for you.
Yes.
What is some advice to some people out there that have an idea like you? Because I never would have thought it would have pickles. Never would have thought. Right. But now when I think about it, I'm like, okay, I could get a pickle. It's going to taste like, I want to see. Because I'm tasting the tropical punch that she brought me, y'all. So what is some advice you could give people that have an idea that just want to start, that they think the idea may be crazy, but, you know.
My thing is no idea is crazy. And I'm pretty sure before I started with a pickle, it was somebody that thought of it.
Yeah.
They didn't do it. I was the first.
Not number one, but baby zero. Okay?
But, you know, at the same time, it's like if you have an idea, you really have to put your best foot forward and just do it.
Yes.
No matter what you think, no matter what everybody else think. Like, now all my friends, family, they like, all this off pickles? I'm like, off a pickle, a deal.
Yeah.
Like, what's the deal?
Okay.
So,
that part.
So, yeah, it's just, you have to be consistent. You got to work hard. And you got to just be serious about whatever you do.
Yes, I appreciate you. So, y'all, right now, I'm going to play one of my favorite songs from this guy. May he rest in peace, Mr. Nipsey Hussle. Because, I mean, real big.
Oh, yeah.
You doing it real big. You doing it real big. Okay, let's keep going, y'all. Okay, y'all, we going to get right into it with Miss Jazzy.
What's goody?
Now, she says she got the best jerk chicken. Now, I know I like the jerk chicken at the Yard House, so it's better than that.
It's better than that. It's the best jerk chicken in LA. The best jerk wings in LA is at Anjahles, period.
And when can I get some?
I need to, we need to have her at Taste of Soul. It's probably going to hurt you now, huh? Okay, never mind.
Well, you can get it. I usually do pop-ups every Saturday on Crenshaw 54th.
Oh.
I did a break. I went to do a pop-up in New York, so.
That's dope.
Yeah, and that went really well.
So how did you get started? Let's start with the questions, baby.
Okay.
How did you get started?
The pandemic hit. My main job is usually like graphic design, and that was when, people were making cuts, and I was the outside contractor. I was the first one, to go for some of my clients, and so I was like, what else can I do that people need, that like can make people happy, that I am like good at, and like I could maybe like make a business from this. And at the same time, one of my homies who's also doing great and selling food, Hugh Augustine, was selling food bowls, and me and him like cooked together, and I was just talking to him, and he's like, you should really do it. And kind of like similar to Shontay over here, I'm the person I'm like, I'm just gonna like try it, let me just see what happens.
Yes.
And so my homie, he kind of put me on to how everything worked, and his mom used to have a catering business, so they kind of like told me like a little bit of how to do things. And then I just cooked food at the park. I told people, posted it on Instagram, and then lots of people pulled up on the first day and the second day, and then consistency. I just kept it up every weekend after that, and it just like took off so quickly. It was crazy, and now I'm in it.
Okay. Consistency is the key, huh?
Yes, you gotta stay consistent.
I think every successful business has said consistency. Like, they keep going. Like, did you become one of those people that was like, okay, if it's not perfect, I don't want to do it? Did you have all of those type of doubts or anything? Or you just said, no, I know how to cook, I know what I'm doing, I'm going?
I don't know, when I'm really like into something or I have an idea, I don't really like worry about those things too much. I just do it, because I'm like, if I just execute it and get it done, at least then I know that I can do it, and then every time after that I just get better at it, because I'd never done a pop-up before. I've never worked in the restaurant industry or at a restaurant or anything like that before, so through it was just always a learning process where you just like, something happens. Or I remember the first day I moved into my kitchen, it was also the day I had the most orders I ever had, and my power went out. And like, it was just like, it was so crazy. And so like things like that happen, and you just like, I don't know, if you think about those things too much, they just make you anxious, and I think you freeze in those moments. But when you just kind of like let things happen, and you're just so set in your mind, like no matter what, it's going to work out, like
yes,
it turns out good.
You gotta think like that. I mean,
Yeah.
I've never seen someone that thought negative and didn't have negative. So you think like that, like if I think negative, it's gonna be negative. So you just keep thinking positive.
Yeah, manifestation is real.
Okay, so give me so when did it start and how did you get started? Did you want to cook forever, or is it one of those things like you knew how to cook, or when you said you was trying to join this business, did you know how to cook already, or did you have to teach yourself a little bit of something?
I knew how to cook. I always like cook for my friends. So for my birthday, every year I would do like a big Jamaican feast dinner for like 30 people, and so I had a lot of experience making large amounts of food for people, and from having those parties, or when people have like summer parties in LA, somehow I always end up cooking at the party. So people
okay. We gonna get Jazzy to cook. We gonna get Jazzy to make that jerk chicken, y'all. Yep, I feel you.
And then yeah, so enough people had like tried it already, and then once I said I was actually going to sell it, they were more like, finally, I'm glad you're finally doing this. And then, just support it. And the thing with like food, it's either good or it's not, and if it's good, people are going to talk about it and tell other people.
One thing I want to ask you, did you have how do you feel about family and friends reposting and posting? Did you have that problem? Like a lot of people out here from entrepreneurs be like, nobody was reposting my things, and I had this trouble and I had this trouble. Or did you have a good support system?
I would say like it's a mix. It'll surprise you like who doesn't really kind of like hop on your bandwagon, and it's usually, in my case, it was like kind of the people who I was like, you could really like do something for me right now, but you're choosing not to. And that like is the thing that sucks. But then at the same time, you have like, I had strangers, people who just like saw my flyer on Facebook, or heard from another friend, or knew about me as like a person and just as a good person, posted it. And it's usually the stranger, or like the acquaintances, the people that I don't really know, that have brought me like the most business.
And that's what I like about the strangers. The strangers gonna tell you they like it.
Yeah.
I mean, I think the family and the friends think you already know. I know you could do it. You doing it. Like, you know what I'm saying? But we want to hear that too, that we doing good. Like, we doing great. When a stranger, is it a difference from when a stranger reposts your stuff from then a friend or a family? Is it a difference for you? Kind
of. I mean, I appreciate like support, period, like no matter like who it's from, but definitely when it's a stranger, because I'm like, you have no buy-in to anything. You don't have to wake up and see me tomorrow, you don't have to see me next week, you owe me nothing. But people do send me like some of the really nice messages and that sort of stuff, and that makes me warm my heart.
Are you looking to expand now? after this?
So my next step, I feel like I've done a lot of the research and development stage, that now it's like, how do I make this an automated business where I could do less of the labor and more of being the boss?
Yeah. Less of the labor, so you're going to get a team.
Yes, I have like somebody like with Lee, you know, that's someone who's been helping me out with like the consulting.
Shout out to Lee. He the one got this interview.
Shout out to
Lee Consulting.
Yeah, and then I have like someone who helps me when I do pop-ups at other restaurants. So I'm like getting a little help like here and there and figuring out. And I have like, I don't want to ruin things before they actually happen, but like, you know, I got some things on the horizon that I've been manifesting for, and I think it's going to happen. So Anjahles is about to just
blow up.
Yeah.
Okay? You better say it. Right. I had this last question for you.
Yes.
How do you feel from then to now? What is the difference from your spirit on cooking every day and catering? Is it more like, oh, I need to do it, I got to do it? Is it a push more like keep going? Because in the beginning you kind of be iffy and you be with it, but then in the middle it gets shaky. Like now, what point in your life is it for you in this business?
I'm at the point where, well, cooking for me and creating the business, like what Anjahles did for me, it just came at the perfect point, and it was like very healing. That's the good thing about cooking, is that it's something that is really therapeutic. So even if like I have a bunch of stuff going on with modeling or my graphic design or whatever, like getting into the kitchen, even the days when I'm like, oh gosh, I don't want to cook all this food, when I get into it, you know, I feel
you be gone.
Yeah, I feel good about it. And so I think I'm glad that I still have like a positive relationship with the food, but the labor does, like, it wears on you. So yeah. I'm ready to kind of take a step back and, you know.
Well, you have a few jobs. You said modeling, graphic design. How do you balance all those jobs?
A calendar.
Right.
A calendar, and I write everything down, and luckily, like, all the things, they just always happen to be in like similar areas, so it's never too much. And for me, like, all those things are fun, they're all creative, they're all like ways that I can express myself, and so work doesn't always feel like work for me, and I feel very blessed for that.
Okay. I know, I got the water and everything. Hey, welcome back to G Vibes. It's your girl G9. Now, my girls, I forgot to ask Shontay about her expanding. Do you think are you going to be expanding anytime soon, or are you looking to expand? Because you got the truck, you got everything going.
Well, we just started wholesale. So if you have a local business and you want to sell our product, we do offer that service, wholesale. Oh. And what's next is franchising.
Ooh. Oh, okay.
So look out for that.
You ready for that?
I'm ready.
Oh, Shontay seemed like she ready. She been ready since she was born. I could tell. So about what I was saying about your organizer, right?
I am.
So what advice can you give people when they are starting a business about how important organizing is? Like, because people got to know you got to set goals for yourself. You got to write them down, make them happen each by one. How did you do it? What do you do?
I was just about to say that. You have to write your goal down. I mean, because you might have the thought, but once you write it down and you see it on paper, it just gives you more, to want to write it. I mean, to clear it off. Like, okay, I did that. Check that off. I have a notebook right now where I have yellow highlighter lines through things, like, to-do list. It's a to-do list, and I love to see the highlighters. I'm so serious. I'm like, okay, I feel accomplished today.
Yeah. So like, the colors give you that.
The colors give
so you're gonna be pink if something else. Is it gonna be colors like that? Like, yellow is we gonna do the goal list, and then pink is we gonna do this. Is it like that?
I haven't did it like that. Mine is I just write it down, and if it's highlighted, it's done. So,
yeah, that does make you feel accomplished.
So when I turn that page, I'm like, okay, I did all this. Okay, good. So then, but I'm always adding to it because it's always something else. If you want to elevate and go to another level, it's always something else you're going to have to do.
You're going to get bigger and bigger and bigger, huh?
Oh, yeah. For sure.
Jazzy, you said the calendar. How important is the calendar? Because, I need a calendar.
everything for me, because I also struggle with like keeping things on task. So I have my calendar, I have my checklist, and if it's not on the checklist, like it doesn't happen.
Oh, okay.
So like for me personally, it's important. And when I'm in the kitchen, like when I'm doing big catering orders, like for winter catering and Thanksgiving dinners, when I was doing like 30 dinners, for families, I write, this is going to cook at this time, and I just go in with the plan. So I just stay on track. And like she said, the more I check things off, like the more motivated I get.
Right?
Yeah, I'm like, oh,
so a plan is the key. The goal plan, the calendar, all that is very important. Because I know a lot of people listen to the show and say what I'm going to get from it today. So I want y'all, this today, get you a calendar and get you a notebook.
Yes.
And start making some highlights.
Highlight it.
Yeah.
You remember in the school when you had your crayons and your highlighters and all that?
I used to love it. Different colors, like you said.
Man, I remember Evan stole my crayons, but we ain't even gonna get on that. And I was in the 5th grade. I remember under my desk, he was sitting next to me. He stole my crayons. I know he did. Yeah, I believe that. But anyway, before we go to the next song, do you guys want to give a shout out to anybody that has inspired you? Or who's your inspiration from each and every one? Who's your inspiration?
Well, I would first like to shout out my husband.
Check him out. Shout out.
Yeah, shout out, husband. Love you.
Yay.
It's just, like at times, I know, like I said, Bridezilla, I was Picklezilla, with not being there or not cooking dinner and, stuff like that I was doing before that I couldn't do because of this, for him being understanding and, like, motivating me and giving all, like, different ideas, like the name, you know what I'm saying? He came in with What a Pickle.
Oh, yeah, that's cute. And it's cute. It's catchy. It's cute.
Right, because I wanted my name in it. I wanted it to be like Shontay's Pickles. He like, no. This is going somewhere, so we needed to be, yeah, exactly. Yeah. So, like that was like a big decision right there, to actually not go with, something with my name. So, just different things like that to my kids, my mom, and my family, my friends that's there,
I feel
through it all.
What about you, Jazzy? Do you want to shout out anybody? Has anybody inspired you?
Yeah, for sure. I'll first give a shout out to Black women worldwide and also the Crenshaw community, because the combination of Black women and Crenshaw community, I mean, that's who buys my food, that's who pulls up on me, that's who supports me and keeps me going. So, I mean, it's just funny. It's like I don't eat if they don't eat. So, shout out to them. I appreciate that support so much. Big shout out to my mom. She stayed up with me rolling 400 burritos for my biggest catering order ever, and
shout out to mama.
Yeah, she works and she does her own thing, but she, helps me through all of this because it's just me. But my mom, is there for me. Shout out to like my friends and Monique Evans. That's the woman who found my flyer on Facebook and took me from the park to a kitchen, which allowed me to
shout out to her.
Business, and her family have been great supports, to me and my business and growing. Shout out to Earl's Grill, the family. I was doing a residency there, and they also provided some insane insight for me.
That's dope.
And growing, so. Yeah, just shout out to everyone who,
look out for you.
Yeah.
I'm proud of you guys, and I want y'all to keep going. The whole world want me to pray for them. Ain't nobody praying for me. Hey, that was the episode of G Vibes. My girl Shontay was in the building with What a Pickle. My girl Jazzy was in the building. She's a model / she got slashes over there, y'all. I can't even name all of them, but I want you guys to say your name, your Instagram before you leave, and whatever you would like to say before you leave, you guys.
All right, well, Shontay, What a Pickle again.
Thank you.
We are online at www.whatapickle.com. Our storefront location is in Long Beach, 6727 Long Beach Boulevard, Long Beach, California. Instagram is What a Pickle, WUT_A_pickle. And I just want to also just thank all my loyal customers, my new customers. Like, y'all been rocking with me for 4 years, and I could not have done it without y'all. Like, I appreciate you guys.
Thank you.
All right, you got Jazzy Harvey here. chef, model, artist.
Check her in.
Techpreneur. Anjahles is home of the best jerk wings in LA, period. The only place that you could find oxtail mac and cheese.
Oxtail mac and cheese? We gotta go, Shontay.
Vegans. Vegans and non-vegans alike, come and get fed some full flavored joy. You could follow me on Instagram at Anjahles, which is ANJAHLES, and check out our website too, which is Anjahles.com, ANJAHLES.com. You could book catering and just see what we're up to, and maybe we'll be in a city near you very soon. Miami, New York are on the calendar. They're on the calendar.
Okay. They are on the calendar. And that was an episode of G-Vibes. I appreciate every single one of you for tuning in every Monday, 6 to 7 p.m. with your girl. And my girls, make sure y'all go follow them and go get you a pickle and go get that famous jerk chicken over there. I'll see y'all soon. You'll see y'all next week for a brand new episode. Bye-bye.
It's time to go.